It's right there to clean it up for the win. I wonder who put this highlight together. Perk, what is a good nickname for him? Because Celtics Twitter is struggling.
Oh, absolutely. And his name is not Peyton Pritchard. Rachel is P. Rabbit.
Oh.
He got the go. That's all he do is know to go full speed. I love him. You know, he was a sleeper of mine.
He's your sleeper. I know it.
He's making me proud.
I don't really know, but I tell you what, if he continues to play this way, he will. You'll naturally, organically come up with one. I mean, he's really playing so well. Like you said, sleeper now, potentially become a starter on the Boston Celtics. Go for it.
No one has as good a nickname as Vince Carter. Half man, half amazing.
Hey.
Miss Payne.
It took me some years to get it.
Hornets Hawks. Miles Bridges corralling the ball. Fires a pass off Gordon Hayward's face. I mean, Gordon did get the and one. Only Righty got the bucket, Vince, right?
Yeah, he was. That's one of those things like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of the ball.
Boom.
Look, here, you take, you know, my bad, bro.
Oops.
Yeah.
And then he gets the and one, so
it happens.
He tightened his eyesight up. Yeah, he tightened him up a little bit.
It's all good. Make Kiwis. This is your guy for Pelicans Thunder. Steven Adams leading the break and drops the behind the back dunk. Is he a point guard in the center's body?
Hey, look, Rachel, a lot of people don't understand Big Steven Adams got a lot in his game, right? He was taught by yours truly. You seen my video in the driveway when I was handling the ball. Big Steve got a lot in his game. He just a role player.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to hear that, Perk. Miss Fear, Pistons Bucks, fourth quarter. Watch Giannis and rookie Isaiah Stewart underneath getting physical. Now, after the game, Giannis and his brother went over to confront Stewart, and Stewart did not back down. Perk, what do you think about the rook there?
I love it. Look, let me tell you something about Stewart. He is a beast. He's a physical specimen, and he's like that old uncle at the barbecue or the family reunion that you just don't want to mess with. That's what he is.
You could tell right there. He wants the physicality, and he's still there like, okay, yeah, you Giannis, you got an MVP or two, but bro, I'm still here. Like, hey, and he's gonna earn a lot of respect in the league because of that. Believe it or not, Perk, you know that.
That is true, 100%. Miss Jams, couple good throwdowns last night. First, let's look at Joel Embiid. Oh, and then David Nwaba is coming up next. Here we go.
Little? What are you gonna do with this? Oh.
All right, Vince. The dunk expert of all experts. Which was better?
I mean, so you look at Embiid here. Like, you catch the ball in the post. Like, I was gonna say, he forgot the dribble. That's like, come on, Perk. Drop, step, turn, no dribble up on a big man.
Yeah.
And then you look at my guy here.
This is a great sword.
I'm gonna give it to the young fella, man. I'm gonna give it to the young fella because I feel like Joel Embiid can do this. Listen, Joel Embiid can do that whenever he wants to.
It's true.
You know that.
Yeah, but Vince, he don't do it all the time. So when he do something like that, that was more Shaq-like right there. And then Thomas Bryant did that, a guy who plays with tenacity and talk noise. I'm just saying.
We got more from that Joel Embiid Sixers-Wizards game coming up because, guys, Bradley Beal tied a Washington franchise record with a 60-piece last night. Wizards still couldn't find a way to pull out the win, though. Is that something, nothing, or everything? Stick around to find out.
If there was President Obama in that situation and conducting himself like President Trump is doing right now, he probably would have been leaving out of the White House in handcuffs. And it's just not right. And once again, it just shows that we are living in two separate countries, two different Americas. And it just shows the privilege. And I'm very hurt by it.
I felt like that point was so eloquently made so many times yesterday, and there's a reason we showed you guy after guy after guy, because it's important to see the breadth of NBA players speaking out on this. Vince, I'm curious, you played 22 years in the NBA. How have you seen things evolve that players were getting to that point last night where they were speaking so much truth to power and so openly?
Rachel, I tell you, I mean, you just look over the course of, like I said, of my 22 years, and you've been in the business a very long time, and you just seeing the athlete, not even just the black athlete, the athlete now stepping up on that platform and their willingness to be in the forefront and use their platform. You're seeing more guys do it and be willing to do it, and it's unbelievable to see this young generation that are in the forefront stepping up, and they're taking onus, and they're saying, we're not afraid. We're not afraid of the consequences. It's whatever. And you seeing the culture, and you're seeing the black athlete, you're seeing the white athlete. I mean, you see right there, everybody's in unity. You're seeing white athletes speaking up for the better for the black athlete, their teammate, their brother. That's what it's about. I know you wouldn't have seen that my rookie year, my first couple of years. You don't see that. So salute to this young generation who are really putting their feet on the ground and speaking up. And that's how change has begun to happen because of them. And for our generation, we're like, okay, this is what we want, so we follow suit. So salute to them.
Absolutely. And Kendrick, I know that changed while you were in the league as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vince is right, though, Rachel. I mean, you look at guys like Jaylen Brown and Malcolm Brogdon, just those two young guys alone, right? They're not even 25 yet, but they have old souls, and they're great leaders. And I admire them. I look up to them. Every time Jaylen Brown gets a chance to talk about in social justice and things that's going on in the world that's not supposed to be going on in our country, but that is happening, I drop everything I'm doing and listen to him, because he's always teaching me, and I'm older than him. And it's a great thing to see that this NBA is in great hands for us leadership-wise, not on the court, but off the court. The things that they're doing in the community is beautiful. The way that they're speaking out, and you could tell it's not a front, it's not fake. They're very passionate about it, and they're really serious about it. These are young guys that are making hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. They don't have to do this. They're willing to put it all out on the line for the safety of everybody and to everybody to get treated equally. And the last thing I'm gonna say is this: to every leader out there that's leading and trying to do things the right way and trying to persuade for change and doing things for the right cause, just be careful, because we lost a lot of great leaders on standing on the front line. And right now we're living in a sick, evil world, and you got to make sure that you're very, very careful on how you move, where you move, and where you go. So that's just how I feel about it.
Rachel, Hey, Rachel Perk, if I could add one more thing to that, we talk about the young guys and all that, but I also want to kind of give some credit and salute the stars of our league that are older. The LeBron James, there's D Wade's. I mean, we talk about LeBron James has the biggest platform, and we know in past there's some of the stars of stars back in the day were a little hesitant to do so. He can care less what you think about him. He's stepping up in the forefront right along with the young generation. And using his voice, whether people like it or not, he's allowed to use his voice. We as athletes, you as a human are allowed to use your voice. So how is it a problem when we, the athlete, have something to say and have our opinion and voicing our opinion for change, like you said, Perk? But it's a problem. And I want to salute the LeBron James and all of the other superstars, Chris Paul, so many guys out there, the veterans of the league as well, who are doing great things as well.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, right? Because when Trayvon Martin was killed, it was the Miami Heat who stood up, took that photo with the hoodies on, and that was really the rebirth of the start of this new athlete activism in the NBA. I always say we expect NBA players to be leaders in their community. We ask them to go do community events, hand out school supplies, be there for families in need with food, other supplies, things like that. If you want them to lead the community, you have to listen to their voices when they want to shape that community to be less violent, better education for their children and people who look like them, less fear. We ask these athletes to be involved, and they are saying yes. I am here. I am involved. And they are some of the most vocal, most present, most high-profile young men and women in this country, certainly some of the most high-profile young African-American men and women in this country. And by saying what so many other people are thinking, it lets people know on the ground, hey, it's okay for me to feel like that too. I was so impressed with all of those